Hello guys, welcome to another interesting video in the series of coding. Today we have with us the problem which is the daily challenge of today on LeetCode. It's called short encoding of words. So let's get started to the problem. So they have given some rules for a valid encoding of an array of words. So these are the rules, and finally we have to return the length of the shortest reference string as possible of any valid encoding of words. So let's take an example to understand what is their encoding. So for example, this is our words which is having many strings inside it. So this is the words array which has 4 strings in our example. Now we have to see if any string is a suffix of any other string. So let's take example one by one to understand. So for example, we have the time string. Now see if we take these 3 characters, right? So from index 1 to index 3, we get IME. Now IME is a suffix of this particular string, right? So let's take these 2 characters, then we get me. So if we take only the last character, then we get e. So if any of these 3 strings is present in this particular array, we can remove it. So we can see that me is present in this particular array, so let's just remove me. Okay, now let's go to the next string that we have. So we have bell. So let me write bell. Now again, let's try to find the strings. So ELL is one string, that is a suffix. Okay, then we have, so let me write it properly. ELL is a suffix of this. Then we have LL, and we have, if we take only the last character, then we have L, right? So I get ELL by taking from index 1 to index 3. I get LL by taking from index 2 to index 3. I get L by taking only the last index, so the index number 3, right? So now I get these 3 strings which are possible suffixes. Now see, I can see that LL is a string that is present in this words array, so I can remove LL. Now I have these 2 strings remaining, time and bell. So now I have to combine time and bell. Okay, so first let me write time, and then I write a character hash. So while combining, I have to use this character hash. So it is given in the rules. This is how we have to do the encoding. Then I write bell. So I write bell, and again I use this character which is hash. Okay, and now I have to find the length of this, and I have to return. Now I can see that the length of this is 10, and how I can see that is, see, when I write time, okay, it has a length of 4. Then I write one hash character, so I take one more character, so one length. Then I write bell, so that also has a length of 4. Then I take one more character hash, so which has length of 1. So finally this entire string has a length of 4 plus 1 plus 4 plus 1, so which is 10. So I can see that I need not actually write this encoding out and find the length, right? So I can just find the length of each particular words that are still remaining in the words, and I can add 1 to each length each time, right? So to 4 I add 1, I get 5. Then again to 4 I add 1 for the hash character, I get 5. And then I add 5 and 5, and I get 10. So this will be the logic of my code. Now also I can see here that I can use a set. So what is going to be my approach is, I need to get only a unique value. So for example, if I have 2 times, okay, if I have time and if I have another time in my words array, then I need to take only time once, right? So to resolve this problem, what we can do is we can use a set. So let's use a set, because set will take only unique values. So let me write the spelling of set properly. So I take a set, and I take only unique values inside the set. So that will solve my problem. There will be no repeating strings in the words. So I use 2 sets. Okay, let's write the code itself and let's try to understand this logic. So basically, I take set, I take set 1. So set which is consisting of strings. So I hope this is zoomed enough. Okay, and I call it S1. Okay, and it should contain all the unique words. So words array is being passed to us in this function. So from words dot begin to words dot end. So all the unique words will be stored in this. I take another set. Okay, set string s2, and similarly I do the same thing, words dot begin to words dot end. Now I will let you know why I'm taking 2 different sets. Now what I do is, first of all, from set 1, I iterate over. Okay, so for auto parts of S1. So all the words that are there in this S1 set. So I am iterating over all of those words one by one to find out the substrings of each word one by one. Okay. So for example, if consider the first word is time. Okay, first word is time. So let me try to find all the substrings of this. But I don't want to take this particular substring from zero, from the index zero itself, because if I take substring from the index zero, what will happen is I will delete this entire word itself. So I need to take the substrings only from index 1. So we saw in this example also, when we were writing substrings, we were writing only from the index 1. Okay. So that's what we'll do. So for int I equal to 1, I less than parts dot size I plus plus. So we write the substring. So parts dot sub str, so which is the function for finding the substring, and the substring is starting from the given index I. Okay, so if I do this, I will get IME first time, right? And the next time I will get ME, and the next time I will get E. Now I have to find if any of these strings are present, any of these substrings are present in the set. So then I can delete that. So that's why I've declared another set. Okay, S2. So I will delete it from the set S2. So S2 dot erase parts dot substring of starting from the index I. Okay, so these will be the substrings, and we see that ME will be, so if the set S1 contains ME also, then this ME will get deleted. Okay, so I have given this S2 dot erase. Okay, now since we have taken this example, I will just comment out. Okay, so that's it. And now what I can do is, finally in the set S2, I will have all the just valid strings that I want. So I would have deleted any strings that are suffixes of another string. So I will just have only valid strings that I need. So I have to just count the length, but while counting the length, I have to add one hash character, right? Each time I have to add a hash character. So for that also I will have to count one extra length each time. So that's it. So let's see. So for auto it equal to s2 dot begin it not equal to s2 dot end it plus plus. Okay, so I can start an iterator which is going to start from the first word of s2, or I can rather do wait, let me just do parts in S2. So this is more easier version of writing the same thing. So I like this concise version. So for all parts which are there in S2, so for all the words that are remaining in S2, what I do is I just find the length of each part. So parts dot size will give the length, and then I do plus one. So this what I need to do, but I need to add every time. So let me declare in sum equal to 0, and then let me do sum plus is equal to parts dot size plus 1, and then finally let me just return sum. Okay, so this is it. And let me run this and let me check if it's working. So it's working, we see. Let's just submit the solution and see if it's working. So it's an accepted solution. Thank you for being patient and listening.